Sorry for the raindrops, and if you can hear them, and sorry for the dogs, and sorry that I'm outside. So let's get into the video. This is what if Luffy was a marine. So how this is going to work is that Garp is going to be around Luffy a lot more, and when Shanks loses his arm, Luffy is going to tell Shanks that he's going to become the best marine, so nothing like this ever happens to anyone again. And Luffy did not eat the gum fruit, so he does not have the ability to stretch or anything. So when Garp comes, Luffy tells Garp that he wants to become a marine, and Luffy's at this age is 5. I think that is when the manga was started or something, I'm not sure, but yeah, 2 years would pass and Luffy would know some Rokushiki techniques, but not all of them. And he would know Iron Body, Finger Pistol, and Shave. That's all you would know. His Iron Body is not that good, and he has a bit of Observation Haki. It's not really that good either. And he's good with the sword. And he has that Devil Fruit, the Thunderbird fruit. If the raindrops are making my audio bad, please forgive me, because I cannot do it inside. I feel embarrassed, but I'm doing it for YouTube. That is quite funny. But anyway, Luffy would still meet Ace, and he would still follow Ace. Everything would go the same as in the original, just when Ace and Sabo ask Luffy what he wants to become, is that Luffy says that he wants to become a marine, and Ace and Sabo ask him why, and Luffy says because he has to repay a favor, and if you become a marine, you can do most things a pirate does, except, it's not as much pillaging or ransacking. It's not as much murder, or I forgot, I can say that word. It's not as much deaths, and yeah. So Ace and Sabo would think about this carefully, and they would become marines as well. So when Garp comes back, Luffy says that Ace and Sabo want to become marines as well, and he would have to train them. Garp would be shocked at this, but he would train them, and when Ace and Sabo are 13, they would join the marines. And yeah, Sabo would be working under he would be working under Garp. And sorry for me saying y'all so much. Ace would be working on their Akainu, because Ace would have the flame fruit, and Luffy would have the Thunderbird fruit. So when Luffy becomes 13, he would join the Marines as well, and his Rokushiki techniques, by the time he joins the Marine, is up there with the level of Bluno, but not Blue Cheese as of yet. And his Thunderbird Devil Fruit, he can turn into Giant Thunderbird. Well, he has 3 forms. He has a Giant Thunderbird, which is around 1/4 of the size of Kaido. He has the medium size, which is 1/8 of the size of Kaido, and he has the small form, which is basically the form that it's basically it's as big as around 2 battleships, around that big. And he can he can control his talents, and he can control lightning. He can send it all over his body and thing. So yeah, 4 years would pass, and Luffy would have mastered the Rokushiki up to the 7th technique, he would have black haki, he would have observation haki, and he would have his conqueror's haki. And his swordsmanship would be on the level of post-time skip Zoro's. He would more than likely beat post-time skip Zoro first, well, before Fishman Island at least. And his punches are extremely strong. So yeah, Luffy is at the rank of Commodore when he sets sail, and he does crawl into the barrel, and everything goes the same. Just when Luffy's explaining his dream, he says that he wants to become Fleet Admiral, and Kobe says the same thing, and Luffy asks Kobe if he wants to join his group of Marines, and Kobe says he will, and Kobe still insults Alvida, Luffy still punches Alvida, the crew member, everything goes the same there, with Nami still stealing from Alvida. So they would still go to the island where Zoro is, and when Helmeppo says that he's going to execute Zoro, Luffy just walks up to Kobe and decks him, and Kobe is like, "What? I'm going to tell my father." And Luffy says, he doesn't outrank me, and besides, I could get him evicted from the Marines, or I don't know if he can get people evicted from the Marines, but I'm going to say that he can, because my grandfather is Monkey D. Garp, and my name is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm one rank above. I think it's one rank. Yeah, one rank above your father. And when Kobe hears this, he says he's just in shock, and Luffy walks out. He goes to Zoro, and Zoro asks, "What is a Marine doing here?" Luffy tells Zoro that they're planning to execute him, and Zoro still everything pretty much goes the same, just that Luffy knows where the swords are. And when Axe Hand Morgan comes, Luffy just beats the shit out of him without Axe Hand Morgan even putting up a fight. And the Marines did not starve themselves, and the Helmeppo did join Luffy on his journey to become Fleet Admiral and thing. So yeah, I'm just going to cover up to around, let me see, Arlong Park. Yeah, up to Arlong Park. That's all I'm covering right now. So we would reach Buggy's Island, and when Buggy sees that it's a marine ship, Buggy would immediately fire a buggy ball, but Zoro would just cut through them, and all of them are training on the ship. So Zoro would just cut through all of them, and yeah, they would reach the island, and Nami would still be chased down, and she would see the Marines, and when the pirates see that it's they know Luffy, so when they see that it's Commodore and it's Luffy, they immediately just stop and turn back, run into Buggy. Nami would wonder why, and she would see that he's a Commodore, and she would say, "Oh, hey, Captain," and Luffy would be like, Luffy would not say yes or go along with it. Luffy would say, "Why are you calling me Captain?" And she would be like, she would have no words, and Luffy would see the Arlong mark, and he would just say, "Oh, so you're a pirate then?" He goes to take out her heart, but Nami would just stop him and say that she's working for Arlong because she wants to buy back her village, and she doesn't know why she said this, but Luffy said, "Oh, that fake warlord, so he's the one you're working for." She would nod her head and say yes, and Luffy would say, "Okay, if you join my marine crew, I can help you take him down." And Nami would join, and yeah, we would go to Kokuyashi village where Usopp is. Usopp would pretty much do the same thing, and so would Luffy. Everything would go as in the original. Just when the fight happens, Luffy doesn't take as long, and he easily beats Captain Kuro, and Usopp still joins the crew. But instead of them getting the Mary gets attached to the marine ship. Yeah. It's basically, and I'm gonna say it's like they look like pirates, but they're actually marines. Give me a sec. Oh, never mind. They are they look like pirates, but they are marines. It has the marine symbol on it. And Luffy, yeah, they would reach the Baratier, and everything, I would say everything plays out the same, just that they don't get, because full is on their side, or the marines. He doesn't fire at them, and he knows about Luffy, and he knows that if he becomes a pirate, he would not be able to take him down. And every marine would know Luffy. Every admiral, vice admiral, every single marine, even if they're just joining, and they know about Luffy's fly again thing. So yeah, Luffy. Now everything would go the same, just up to the Arlong fight, not the Arlong fight, up to the Don Krieg fight. Don Krieg would easily get beaten up by Luffy using his Thunderbird Devil Fruit, and all of them would take down the rest. They would all be Helmeppo, Zoro, and Kobe would all be the rank of Ensign, and also Nami, because they know that he's a part of Luffy's group. And yeah. Now Sanji does join pretty much the same way, just that the ship isn't stolen, and they go to Arlong Park. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it off. Thank you guys for watching and listening to this video. Goodbye.